Hi guys, so we talked about yesterday about your comfort zone and stop recreating the same experience over and over again because you'll keep getting the continuous same results. So what I want to talk about today is your financial temperature. What do I mean by that? Well, your comfort zone works in the same way as a thermostat you have in your house works. When your temperature in the room approaches the edge of the thermal range you have set, the thermostat sends an electrical signal to the furnace or the air conditioner or your heating to turn it off. As the temperature in the room begins to change, the electrical signals continue to respond to the changes and keep the temperature within the desired range. Morning, Cam. Similarly, you have an internal psychological thermostat that regulates your level of performance. Instead of electrical signals of internal performance regulator uses discomfort signals to keep you within your comfort zone. As your behaviour and performance begins to approach the edge of that zone, you begin to feel uncomfortable. Morning, David. If you're experiencing is outside the self-image of you unconsciously hold, your body will send signals of mental tension and physical discomfort to your system to avoid the discomfort. You unconsciously pull yourself back into your comfort zone. So I remember a regional sales manager for NCR noticed that each of his salespeople had a self-image of themselves as a salesperson. They were a £2,000 a year salesperson, or a month salesperson, or a £3,000 a month salesperson. If that salesperson's self-image was that earning £3,000 a month in commissions, then whenever he earned that much in commissions in the first week of the month, he would slack off for the rest of the month because that's all he thought he could ever earn, and that's all he ever wanted. That was his comfort zone. On the other hand, if he was near the end of the month and he was only earned about £1,500 in commission, he would do whatever it takes and put 16 to 24 hours in a day in order to hit that target of £3,000 a month, because that's where his level of thinking was, so he was quite prepared to do it. No matter what the circumstances, the person with the £36,000 a year self-image would produce a £36,000 a year income. To do anything else would make them actually feel uncomfortable. So I remember one year, a guy that was out selling cash registers on New Year's Eve. He was well past midnight and with the intention of selling 2 more cash registers so that he'd qualify for his annual trip to Hawaii, as all salespersons did, hitting the yearly quota. So he had earned that trip several years running, and his self-image wouldn't allow him to lose out on that again. So he sold these machines and made that trip. It would have been outside his comfort zone to do anything less than that. Think about the logic of this. 2 eyes, 2 arms, 2 legs, a mouth, 2 ears. Most people have that. So how is it that one person could earn £20,000 a year, while the exact same looking person could earn £100,000 a year? It's up here. It's your level of thinking. It's where you think you are in terms of your comfort zone. It will determine that process and that altitude. I always say attitude will determine your altitude in life. Education can only get you so far, but it's your attitude towards it. It will get you further from then on. Imagine the same scenario in relation to the level of savings, your savings account. Some people are comfortable as long as they have £2,000 in their savings account. Other people are uncomfortable if they don't have less than 8 months' income stashed away in order to keep them financially secure. Still, others are comfortable with no savings and credit card debt of £25,000. If a person is needing 8 months' income and savings to feel comfortable and is able to hit with an unexpected bill of £16,000, he'll curtail his spending, work overtime, have a garage sale, or whatever it takes to get himself back to that level of progress in terms of his savings. So likewise, if he suddenly inherits money, he's likely to spend enough of it to stay in the same level of comfort zone in savings. Classic example, no doubt you've actually heard of most lottery winners lose, spend, and squander all of their money away and their newfound money within a few years of winning it. Well, in fact, 80% of lottery winners in the USA file for bankruptcy within 5 years. The reason is they failed to develop the millionaire mindset. As a result, they subconsciously recreate the reality that matches their previous mindset of where their level of thinking is. They feel uncomfortable with so much money, so they find a way to get back to their old familiar comfort zone. You could drop 50 to 100 people on a desert island and give them all £100,000. And within 20 years, the ones that were wealthy in the first place will have accumulated all that wealth again. And the ones that didn't have that level of thinking in the first place will be broke again. It's human nature. You have to think like a millionaire in order to be a millionaire. So whatever level of thinking you've got, you need to change it if you want to earn more money. We have a similar comfort zone for the kinds of restaurants we eat in and hotels we stay in when you think about it, and the kind of car we drive and the houses we live in, the clothes we wear, the vacations we take, and the type of people we associate with. Have you ever walked down one of the most fanciest streets in Edinburgh or London or Glasgow, and they've got all these upmarket boutique shops? You've probably experienced walking into the store, then immediately feeling as if you didn't actually belong there. The store was just too upscale for you. You felt out of place. That's your comfort zone in operation. And I'll see you tomorrow at 7:30.